Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Dreamy Delights by Sidra. Today I'm going to show you how I made this 3D Among Us cake for my son's 10th birthday. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel Dreamy Delights by Sidra. Let's get started. To begin with, I have drilled some holes in my cake board and I'm screwing in some metal pipes. I've used a set of construction material that I already had. You can get them from any carpenter and any hardware store which has some screws and some drilling pipes and all. And then you can see how I have made a structure giving me like two leg shapes, and then the rod goes from the middle to build in the body, and in between that I have inserted another cake board to build up my cake. Make sure that whatever screws or pipes you are using are very tightly fixed. Otherwise, if it's not firm enough, then the cake structure will not be steady and your cake will wobble and may fall. So make sure everything is in place. And after that, whatever metal pipes you have placed inside the cake, you have to cover them with foil paper so that no metal touches your cake structure. Although I'll be using Rice Krispies at the bottom and cake at the top, but I am covering all of my cake structure with a foil paper so that no non-edible material is comes in contact with my cake. So as you can see, this is already in a shape of like two legs and a body. I am going to start building up my cake now. I will cover the down part with Rice Krispies. For that, I have melted some marshmallows and I'm going to add Rice Krispies to it and make a proper dough type of material. I started by using gloves, but not a good idea. It's better to use your hands, and since this was for my house, so I am very comfortably using my hands to mix in the material. Make sure that your hands are properly washed and your counter is properly disinfected. So now I'm going to mix in this material and make a dough out of it, and then I'm going to form the legs and the lower body part of my Among Us character. Make sure you firmly pack all your Rice Krispies onto your structure so that nothing falls off. Keep strengthening it, keep tightening it, and once your body lower body part is done, then you cover it with cling wrap and refrigerate it so that it gets firm. In the meantime, I'm going to level up my cakes. I have made chocolate cakes in 6-inch diameter, and I'm going to do 4 layers of cake. So here I'm going to level my cakes with a Wilton leveler. It's very easy to use and easily available. So I'm just going to level up all the cake layers. Now, in order to make the shape of the Among Us character, which is slightly round from the top, I'm going to level out my cake, and I'm going to scrape off the edges from the top part to make it slightly round. You can also bake one round cake for the top part, but I just had like the regular cakes and I just cleared off the edges. So it's like almost a dome shape, and it's ready to be stacked on my cake. Now I'll start my layering. I'm putting on some chocolate so that my cake is firm on top of my board. And then I'm going to put my first layer. I'm doing the outer edges with ganache so that the edges are firm, and in the middle I'm going to use Oreo buttercream. I'm going to repeat the same process for all my layers. Now I'm just going to crumb coat the whole cake and refrigerate it before I do my final ganache layer. Now I'm just adding my second layer of ganache, and this will be the final layer, after which I'll apply fondant to the cake. So just smooth it out and refrigerate it. So now it pretty much looks like the Among Us character, and just make sure you smooth it out well and then refrigerate it for a good time so that when you're struggling with the fondant, the ganache is completely set. So I've not shared the complete procedure of rolling out the fondant and draping it over the cake because I don't want the video to be super long. But you need to try to roll out a big piece of fondant, try to make it as big as possible, and then drape it over the cake. It's hard to cover from front to back all of it, but try to cover one side completely and the other side till the belly at least, so that you can just tuck it in and make it round around the legs and cover the whole thing. Do not forget to make the backpack. For the backpack, I'm just using a piece of styrofoam because I don't want it to be like really heavy on the cake. The structure is already very heavy, so I'm just going to pack a piece of styrofoam in fondant and attach it to the back of the cake. If you want, you can also use Rice Krispies for this part. Okay, so now I'm just attaching the eye. After attaching the backpack, I'm doing the eye. I just did a gray piece of fondant, as you can see, blue on top and then white. And I'm going to outline it with some black fondant piped around it. In this similar way, I'm going to make two small Among Us characters, one crewmate and one pet, one on top of his head and one on the side of the cake board. So it's up to you if you want to add that or not, or if you want to make those some other fancy characters from the same game. It's up to you. Here's the finished cake. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hope you understood how I did the structure and how I made the cake. We had a blast celebrating my son's birthday, and he really loved the cake. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Bye.